I'm Andy Blade from Eater.
I'm Brian Chevette from Eater. Stop doing that. Stop it.
We're very friendly.
Right. So, assuming the people who get to watch this in whatever form it emerges in know absolutely nothing about punk and nothing about what's going on this weekend, how would you explain that to them?
Well, this particular weekend is, apart from tonight, the rest of it is a lot of sort of reminiscing, retrospective fucking bollocks, really. And there's lots of sad cider punks and people like that here who somehow have swindled the dole to get the 50 quid to buy a ticket or blag their way in, and they seem to have enjoyed themselves. So tonight was good. Tonight was good. Had some more relevant significance to the to the world of popular music, because we played, because it's actually an event tonight, because there's East playing for the first time forever, Slaughter and the Dogs playing for the first time forever, for ages, and Buzzcocks, who are still relevant today, still got some credibility, and still write good songs, and Pete Shelley's got his wig, that's another big plus, and it's been a good day. But I mean, basically I think most of these things are a bit sad, aren't they? But this one's all right, especially because Eater played.
Okay. All right. So if we go right back to the beginning, to the period when the band first formed, what was the general atmosphere and the music scene like?
The music scene was fuck.
When we first got together, it was like Saturday Night Fever was the big thing.
Yeah. Bebop Deluxe were a subversive sort of band when we got together, and they were good actually, but it was very boring, really.
It was a sad period.
You needed to have the music scene needed a kick up the arse, and punk came along and did that in a very flash way, and then it got kind of degraded to the state of this kind of punk rock today. So a lot of people as Mohicans and smelly clothes and that sort of thing, and it's very unattractive, whereas the original idea was very attractive, very stylish, and Eater thankfully were a part of the early stage in it, and we split up quickly enough to not get involved in Sham 69 UK sub sort of scene, which to a lot of people is punk rock, and I don't think it is really. What do you think, Brian?
Oh yeah, go on with that.
All right. So what about musically? How do you compare 76 to 96?
Similar in a way.
It's probably nearer to it now than it has been for a long time. The stuff that's going on now is somewhat more in line with what was happening then. Definitely more so than the 80s, which I thought was a very sad period in music.
Why was that?
Because it was all so shit, really. It was just very, very bland, and it just kind of like, the punk thing came along, kicked some arse, and then it just went like straight back to where it was almost, except with more electronic instruments, which made it even sadder.
But with what's happening today with guitar bands and everything suddenly coming to the fore, and lad rock and all that with Oasis and all that, in a way that's it's got similar parallels that can be drawn between the two scenes, and what was indie and sort of underground has now become popular, and it's now bigger than a lot of what was mainstream, and it has become the mainstream, which is good, because it's a lot of the bands are really good. There's some very fucking dodgy bands as well involved in the whole Britpop and
Such as?
Not necessarily dodgy, but
Cast, of course. Anyone that celebrates the lad rock culture, I think, is asking for a good kicking. But a kicking in a sensitive, creative way, rather than a laddish way.
I like that. Right, so what were your aims and ambitions as a band when you first started?
Get girls, to be blatantly honest.
Girls played a large part in the...
all the hard
reason.
boys were getting all the girls at school, and we weren't.
We were fighting
So
lads
if we
even then.
get in a
lads.
band, then people will take a bit of notice of us.
But
And they did.
and also because inspired by some great bands that were around at the time that were different to the Basic Rollers and Boney M and whoever else was around.
Bee Gees.
Bee Gees. But there was good bands like Doctors of Madness, you know, who were one of the proto-punk sort of bands, and they were very inspiring. And Lou Reed, you know, made you want to make good music, and Mark Bolan made you want to make good music, and we knew we had to delve into that to get girls.
Right. Did you think that punk actually changed anything?
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Without any doubt at all.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking hell. No one could get a...
See?
No one could get fucking gigs even when we
Wouldn't hear
started.
noises like that
There
at
were.
a house concert, would you?
Eagles better than us. Sorry, the Tote Nosens have just come in and it's thrown me completely. Well done, guys. Nice one.
Yeah.
Some German wankers.
Do you see what I meant about the beer? See what I meant about the beer?
Yeah, it was German kids, right? Who had, they got a discussion going on with them.
Do we just regular a little interview about that?
This is the Tote Nosens.
Just run a few questions through.
They've just come off.
So you, what was the best thing that came out of punk?
Sorry to interrupt, but as I was saying, you didn't even get a gig then. You know, there were like a few pubs where you had to be like, you know, pub rock to get a gig, or there were the major venues. You know, no one could get a fucking a deal. No one could get a single out unless they were like had been treading the balls for like 5 years or something. And punk changed that without any shadow of a doubt. You know, suddenly there were like venues all over town.
And the best thing that came out of punk, I think, was this change in attitude, change in music, and the great records that got left with, like by the Pistols and by Buzzcocks and by Eater and by the Damned, you know, there's a Clash. We don't count it as piss cans. It's a part of history that cannot be denied, even though a lot of people tried to write it off as a fad. Obviously, otherwise there would be this, and it wouldn't be.
Yeah! Go on! Yeah!
So,
Obviously, accepted by everyone. It's a great influence on everything, you know, since.
alright, so how did you react when you heard the Pistols were to reform?
Yeah, I
I was initially very surprised.
I was really surprised, yeah. But I thought it was good, and I think, you know, they earned the money. And they're still good. Everyone wants to see them. It's not that people don't want to see them.
More to the point, they were fucking good. And they still are fucking good, so I've got no problem with it at all. If it's relevant and if it says something and it's good,
And if people want to see it, you know, people want to see it. It's like these things might be considered sad, you know, by the cynical-minded, but there's people here, you know, that pay good money, and lots of people, and so it's got to be, that's a reason for doing it, and we definitely felt really, you know, appreciated, and that's really nice after so many years to have a crowd that are just fucking, you know, really going for it.
Right, so finally, in as few words as possible, what does punk mean to you?
Yes.
Das ich auch teilweise. Ich wusste nicht, was das ist.
excellent memories.
Die dort irgendwo auf Fun sind.
It was just a really exciting time, you know, when it all kicked off, when it started, when it, you know, the Pistols and the Clash, and us, a couple of others, you know, Susie and the Bench. It was only about 5 bands when it kicked off, and it was a really exciting time.
Kampel on the line.
That's what I
I don't sort of echo all those words, and also that, you know, without a doubt, it's changed everything, and you know, everyone's benefiting from the changes that were brought in through punk and Pistols in particular. And
Did you not enjoy it then?
you know, it's made everything that is exciting about music still exciting today, and it will carry on.
Yeah, that's not a problem.